Hello, I'm Raul from StartCHURCH, and I need to share something with you that could save your church from serious tax complications. Many well-meaning churches are making a mistake with their pastor's payroll. So let me tell you about a conversation I had with, let's just call him Pastor Tom. Pastor Tom leads a growing church, and for the first time, he's receiving a full-time salary. Everything seemed to be going well until he started looking more closely at his paycheck. Every 2 weeks, Pastor Tom receives $3,200. But after taxes, including Social Security and Medicare withholdings, he only takes home about $2,475. At first glance, that seemed normal, just like any other employee. But here's the problem. Churches should not be withholding Social Security and Medicare taxes from a minister's paycheck. According to the IRS, ministers have a unique tax status. Even though Pastor Tom receives a W-2, he is considered self-employed for Social Security and Medicare tax purposes. This means that instead of having these taxes automatically deducted like a typical employee, ministers are responsible for paying Social Security and Medicare taxes themselves through the self-employment tax system. The IRS is crystal clear about this. Churches are not allowed to withhold Social Security or Medicare taxes from a minister's paycheck. One of the most common errors churches make is treating ministers exactly like standard employees and automatically deducting Social Security and Medicare taxes. You see, ministers are responsible for paying 15.3% in self-employment taxes, which breaks down to 12.4% for Social Security and 2.9% for Medicare. This applies to both salary and housing allowance. Since churches don't withhold these taxes, ministers need to make quarterly estimated payments using Form 1040-ES or pay online through eftps.gov. This gives pastors control over their tax payments and helps them avoid a large tax bill at the end of the year. Some ministers may qualify for an exemption if they have sincere religious objections to participating in public insurance programs. To pursue this option, they must file Form 4361 within the proper time frame. However, this decision requires careful consideration of long-term implications and should be made with proper guidance. If all of this sounds complicated, that's exactly why StartCHURCH exists. We specialize in helping churches structure ministerial compensation correctly from day one. We walk you through everything, setting up the proper payroll procedures, designating housing allowances, understanding quarterly payments, and ensuring you're following all IRS guidelines for ministerial compensation. The goal isn't just compliance, it's creating a system that works smoothly for both your church and your pastor so everyone can focus on ministry instead of tax complications. If you're a pastor or church leader, and you're not completely confident that you're handling ministerial compensation correctly, now's the time to get it right. Don't wait until tax season, or worse, until the IRS calls you. Let's make sure your church's payroll practices protect both your ministry and your pastor. Why don't you give us a call today at 770-638-3444 and let us set up your ministerial compensation the right way. We'll handle the details so you can focus on your calling. Until next time, this is Raul from StartCHURCH, helping pastors protect what God has called them to lead.